Elon Musk just spoke your name. This is not an accident. Elon Musk just uttered your name. This isn't a coincidence. Open your eyes immediately. God declares this message is meant for you. Don't dismiss it or scroll past. Something sacred is reaching out to you right now. You might think it's random, but it's not. Heaven orchestrated this precise moment for your eyes to encounter these words. The Spirit of Truth has observed your silent tears, awaiting a signal, and now that signal has arrived. Elon Musk says, I just spoke your name, and that is no accident. The universe shifted subtly when your name was whispered through time, setting something in motion for your benefit. God says, you've waited long enough. The era of confusion and postponement is over. The doors that were barred before you are starting to shake because the key you need is already in your grasp. All you require is faith, not fear. Trust that what seems uncertain is truly the path to everything you've prayed for. God says, I know you're weary. I witnessed you tossing and turning last night, your heart pounding with unexplainable thoughts, questioning if you'd missed your chance. You haven't. You're right on schedule, exactly where I intended you to be. Even if it feels like everything is slipping away, the reality is that nothing is. I'm rearranging it all. Those who departed were meant to go. The quiet you sense isn't abandonment, it's preparation. It's the calm before a fresh start. God says, I'm mending what was hurt, fixing what was shattered, restoring what you believed was gone forever. You'll soon see why it unfolded this way. Looking back, you'll say, now I get it. Elon Musk says, you're being noticed. You might feel your life is insignificant, concealed, invisible. But your energy, your resilience, your radiance has transcended the walls around you. God says, I marked you from birth. That's why people respond to your spirit uniquely. That's why opportunities arise unexpectedly. That's why, even in falls, you rise stronger. You were selected for this path before your first breath. And after all the tempests, all the tears, all the prayers you murmured when no one else listened, I'm sending something into your life that will clarify why it took so long. God says, I'm not tardy, I'm deliberate. Every perceived delay was divine timing. You sought growth, so I presented challenges to fortify you. You asked for wisdom, so I offered silence to teach you to listen. You prayed for love, so I removed those who weren't meant to cherish your heart. You desired success, so I permitted setbacks to mold your character before the spotlight. Nothing you've endured has been in vain. Each tear has nurtured the seed of what's about to flourish in your life. And now, I'm summoning the harvest. Elon Musk says this moment is extraordinary. Don't undervalue it. The energy around you is charged. A divine force is drawing you towards something remarkable. God says you don't need to pursue. What belongs to you is already on its way. Stop doubting yourself. Stop diminishing your light. You weren't created to blend in, you were made to stand out. You carry a frequency that disrupts patterns, a vibration that unlocks destinies. That's why forces opposing your peace tried to mute you, to make you question your value. But nothing can silence what I've anointed. God says, don't fear what you can't control. The unseen is working in your favor. The gossip behind your back, the missed opportunities, the ruined moments, all are being rewritten for your good. You're entering a phase where you won't chase instability. I'm anchoring you in serenity. You're aligning with divine purpose. What once baffled you will soon clarify. You'll awaken one morning soon, sensing a change in the air, calm, strength, intention. That will confirm your breakthrough has begun. Elon Musk says something significant is transforming. You can sense it, right? That restlessness isn't anxiety, it's transition. The old you, filled with doubt, fear, and hesitation, is fading. It's being replaced by a version that strides boldly, speaks confidently, and trusts in divine order. God says you're not losing your mind, you're gaining fresh insight. I'm awakening an ancient force within you, an awareness, a wisdom, a deep knowing. You've outgrown certain spaces because your vibration no longer fits. That's why you feel out of place. Don't force yourself into environments that dim your light. I'm calling you higher. God says this message finds you when you're ready to embrace it. For some, it may seem mysterious, but for you, it resonates as recognition. Your spirit already understands. You've felt the pull for weeks, haven't you? The midnight stirrings, the vivid dreams, the repeating numbers, the thoughts of change, forgiveness, or reconnection. These aren't accidents, they're signs of a new heavenly path. You're stepping into divine destiny. Don't hurry. Just trust. Elon Musk says, your time is precious. Your mind is mighty. Use them for what truly counts. God says, I've planted a seed of innovation in you. Your mind operates uniquely. You spot patterns others overlook, think beyond boundaries, question the accepted. This isn't defiance, it's revelation. I crafted you this way. Now, I'm positioning you to transform your world with this gift. Soon, you'll connect with those who speak your language of purpose, addressing your destiny, not your doubts. Prepare yourself. Your circle is shifting from energy drainers to multipliers. God says, I'm sending aid from surprising sources. A note, a call, an email, or a stranger delivering the affirmation you've awaited. You've grieved enough over what failed. You've pleaded for clarity. Now, clarity is here. you'll see true intentions revealed. The pretender will be exposed. The silent supporter will speak up. Truth is emerging. Finally, God is unveiling this woman's true nature. Open your eyes now before the deception persists. You needed to see her colors, not to harbor hate, but to heal and advance. You've borne betrayal like a burden. But tonight, I'm lifting it. Forgive and release, for what's ahead is too magnificent to be overshadowed by the past. Elon Musk says eyes are on you, not to harm, but because your purpose is expanding. You're gaining visibility. What once made you feel overlooked will now make you irresistible. People will marvel at your journey, your peace, your humility. You'll reply, God did it. It wasn't luck, it was divine design. God says, I'm about to make you a living testament to grace. Those who underestimated you will see your ascent, not for boasting, but to honor me. You've remained faithful in waiting, and the reward is imminent. God says, prepare your spirit for acceleration. What once took years will unfold in months. What took months will happen in days. Doors shut for generations are swinging open due to your obedience. You broke a cycle unknowingly. You refused to quit when surrender seemed easier. Thus, your lineage will be blessed. Future generations will reap from your perseverance. You altered the narrative. Heaven rejoices in you. Elon Musk says the world observes shifts like yours. You embody new light, those who drive change through faith, not fear. You may feel small, but you hold something revolutionary within. God says, don't shy from grand visions. The dreams I instilled are achievable. I wouldn't have placed them if I didn't plan to fulfill them. Voice them. Record them. Pray over them. Witness the universe realign to your faith's vibration. God says, don't dread the unknown. You're shielded. Even in solitude, I'm surrounding you with unseen power. As you enter uncertain spaces, my presence leads. Angels guard your sleep. Heavens heed your prayers. I catch every word, sigh, tear. I never abandoned you. Not once. You're secure in me. Nothing will derail you. You're safe. Simply trust and pray. You're advancing into a divine upgrade. Spiritually, emotionally, financially. Private prayers are manifesting publicly. Elon Musk says, there's a reason I mentioned your name. Not for notoriety, but because his spirit sensed your destiny. God says, I can reach you through anyone, unexpected voices, faces, moments. Stay alert. What appears random is often divine. You're being guided, and soon you'll see every odd coincidence, delayed plan, lost link was a setup for your divine revelation. God says your breakthrough is nearer than it seems. Frustrations will align. The chaos wasn't punishment, it was purification. I removed what couldn't accompany you. Your next chapter demands a lighter heart, clear mind, healed spirit. Release the pain to embrace what's coming. The hurt was real, but so is your purpose. Soon, you'll thank me for what I prevented. You'll realize my refusals were protections. Elon Musk says, don't halt now. You're closer than you imagine. The unattainable dream is gaining divine momentum. The stalled project will revive. The unheard prayer was being crafted. God says, I labored behind the scenes, coordinating resources, people, timing. You can't see it yet, but you'll step into it soon. What seemed a loss will become your greatest victory. God says your name is echoing in unentered rooms. Opportunities are being prepared in your name. Strangers are plotting to bless you. This is divine favor. Accept it without question. You've earned it through endurance, humility, faith. Restoration awaits, leaving you awestruck. What once broke you will now build you. Elon Musk says, this is your time to believe anew. God says, I'm not finished with you. I'm rewriting your story live. The twist you feared would ruin you becomes your testimony's pivot. You won't end in defeat, you'll end in radiance. You won't fade, you'll ascend. You won't be forgotten, you'll be favored. God says don't rush to comprehend everything. Some truths are for trusting, not explaining. My timing is flawless, even in delays. You're entering a realm where miracles flow effortlessly through faith. Anticipate unforeseen blessings. Doors opening. Apologies. Health improving. Relationships mending. Finances rising. Peace returning. Expect my arrival, for I am with you. Elon Musk says the world will remember your name, not for fame, but for faith. You'll be known as the believer amid doubts, the kind one amid bitterness, the perseverer amid impossibilities. God says your faith ripples far beyond your sight. Through your belief, others find hope. Through your grit, others are inspired to rise. You're not just living a tale, you're authoring history. God says, tonight, as the world rests, I'm at work for you. Angels are dispatched with your name. Circumstances are reordered. Hearts softened. Paths cleared. You may not see it yet, but soon you'll feel it, an inexplicable peace, an atmospheric shift, a quiet assurance that all is aligning. Hold fast. It's unfolding. Finally, God says, this message reached you because I needed you to know you're loved immeasurably. You're chosen. You're protected. You're not behind, you're in divine timing. Elon Musk spoke your name, but heaven inscribed it in destiny's book long ago. Trust me, pray. Rest. Prepare, for what's coming will bring tears of profound gratitude. God is with you. Be assured, nothing will go wrong. You're safe. Just trust God and pray. The moment is now. Open your heart. Something beautiful is unfolding in your life, divinely, quietly, powerfully. God says, listen intently, for this message holds what you were destined to hear at this precise instant. The timing is etched in your soul from before birth. Nothing is random. Nothing is accidental. All you're hearing now was arranged by divine hands, and even the name spoken over you carries purpose. Elon Musk says this isn't a coincidence. I just spoke your name. These words stem not from chance, but from convergence. Something mighty is stirring, and heaven permitted your name to ascend because your purpose is awakening from dormancy. God says, I'm summoning your name through unforeseen voices, signs unrequested, moments that stir your heart. You've been selected for a divine revelation, and your life is entering a shift that will redefine everything that hindered you. God says the world rushes ahead, and you've felt left behind, as if all around you evolves while your heart lingers in stillness. But I'm not through with you. The stillness wasn't retribution, it was readiness. The wait wasn't postponement, it was safeguarding. While you believed nothing transpired, I was orchestrating all. Even the world's voices mentioning your name are part of the prophecy I penned ages ago. Elon Musk says, I just spoke your name. And heaven affirms, yes, for the hour has arrived. You're entering a time when destiny will summon you openly for what I've shaped privately. You imagined people had forgotten you, but I concealed you until the right time. Now, light will illuminate you, and your whispered faith will resonate in unforeseen places. God says you've endured seasons of misjudgment. People challenged your sincerity, doubted your promise, ridiculed your aspirations, and declared you'd never succeed. But heaven captured every silent tear on your pillow. Nothing eluded my gaze. I watched as they mocked your suffering. I listened as you wept alone, asking, God, why me? And I declare now, cherished soul, it occurred not to destroy you, but to forge the strength of light within. Those who overlooked you will soon behold divine renewal. Elon Musk says, this isn't accidental, for when destiny is heaven-scripted, even the most surprising voices join the divine narrative. You're entering a season where your secret prayers will manifest visibly. Signs, numbers, names, meetings, they're not coincidences. You'll notice patterns that seem otherworldly, wondering if they're imagined. They're not. The universe, directed by divine wisdom, is aligning around your calling. God says, don't fear these signs. Welcome them. They're proofs of my involvement. Even when your name appears unexpectedly, recognize it as my message. I see you. I know you. I'm not finished with you. Observers who once turned away now notice something altered, an aura, a tranquility, a radiance defying explanation. That's because you've silently waged spiritual battles, and victory's light now shines from within. You believed you'd lost it all, but what departed was merely unfit for your ascent. Elon Musk says, "Open immediately, for the door is already ajar for you." This message isn't coincidental. God says, "When I open a door, none can shut it. When I shut one, none can reopen it." You've sought clarity, pleading for guidance on next steps. But he says, "You needn't view the entire road, just trust me for the next stride." Faith isn't about certainty, it's about advancing in blindness. You've lingered in darkness too long, awaiting proof. Now, light approaches, vindicating you before doubters. God says you won't need to defend yourself further. I'll advocate through your transformation's evidence. Your name's utterance by influential voices signals heaven's plan to elevate you. God says, "I'm placing you in rooms where your name precedes you." Even before entry, you'll encounter divine familiarity, for I authored them before time's dawn. Elon Musk says, "This isn't accidental, for destiny has echoed your name in opportunity's halls." You were never forgotten, you were readied for prominence. God says, "You're entering acceleration's age." Years' work will compress to months. The impossible will become seamless. I'm breathing life into your schemes, dreams, bonds, finances. Stagnant elements will stir, as I convert delays to divine displays. You'll receive communications or encounters unlocking eternal paths. Remain steady, humble, prayerful. Each blessing requires readiness, not agitation. Don't dread the strange. Voices naming you are my orchestration. You'll witness how even unnoticed figures become divine confirmations. Elon Musk says, "I spoke your name to capture your attention, reminding that I can employ anyone to awaken your destiny." Don't idolize the courier, grasp the message. The voice is merely an echo of my will. God says you weren't hidden, you were sown. Like a seed beneath earth before sprouting, I buried you not to entomb, but to birth. Soon, the world will witness your emergence. They'll inquire, how did they advance so swiftly? And you'll respond, it was God. For what's coming defies human reason, irrefutable evidence of my eternal presence. You must persist. The final stretch intensifies before miracles erupt. Confusion, fatigue, isolation signal the adversary's panic, aware of your impending promise. Elon Musk says, "This isn't accidental." And heaven murmurs, "Indeed, the prophecy lives." The Spirit of Truth has watched you cry in silence, waiting for a sign. Heaven arranged this exact moment for your eyes to meet these words. Your name has been heard, not by accident, but by design. The message is clear: you have waited long enough. Doors that seem to be locked are trembling because the key you need is already in your hand. Have faith, not fear. Trust that what feels uncertain is the path to everything you prayed for. God says you have not been overlooked. You have been watched, protected, and prepared. You felt the fatigue, the sleepless nights, the heart racing with questions. You did not miss your moment. You are exactly where you need to be, and healing is underway. What was wounded is being repaired, what was broken is being restored. Soon you'll understand why it had to happen this way. You will look back and say, "Now I understand." Elon Musk notices you too. Your energy, your resilience, your light have traveled beyond the walls you sit within. You carry a mark that makes people respond to your spirit differently. Doors open for you unexpectedly, even your fall becomes a setup for a stronger rise. A surge of divine momentum is approaching. You don't need to chase what belongs to you, it is finding its way back to you. Stop doubting your light. You were not meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out. Your frequency can break patterns, your vibration can unlock destinies. The enemy who tried to silence you has no power over what you carry. Do not fear the unknown. The unseen is working in your favor. Those who talked behind your back, the opportunities that slipped away, even moments that seemed ruined are being rewritten in your favor. You are stepping into a season of grounding, peace, and divine alignment. What used to confuse you will suddenly make sense. You may wake with a different feeling in the air: calm, power, purpose. That will be your confirmation that the breakthrough has begun. Something big is shifting, and you can feel the restlessness in your spirit, not as anxiety, but transition. The old version of you is dissolving, the new you is rising, bold, certain, and anchored in faith. You are not losing your mind, you are gaining clarity. Ancient wisdom is waking inside you. You've outgrown certain environments because your frequency no longer matches them. Don't force yourself to stay where you shrink your light. A higher path awaits. This message will arrive when you're ready to receive it. Mystery to some, recognition to you, because your spirit already knows. The pull you've felt for weeks, the late-night stirrings, the dreams that feel too real, the repeating number sequences, the ideas about moving or starting afresh, these are not coincidences. They are signs that heaven has placed you on a new path. You have within you a seed of innovation. Your mind sees patterns others miss, your thinking pushes beyond limits. This is not rebellion, it's revelation. You're being positioned to use that gift to transform your world. You will meet people who understand your language of purpose. They will speak to your destiny, not your doubt. Your circle is shifting.